Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel Computer Masters. Today we are going to discuss Introduction to Excel. For this topic I have referred the book uh, Trackpad by Orange Publication Classics, Chapter 2nd, Formulas and Functions in Excel. But yes, if you are referring some other book, then also it's absolutely fine because it's an introductory part of Excel. So today I will discuss the topics. Let me show you. Today we are going to discuss whatever the topics we are going to cover today. That is the introduction of Excel, then operators in Excel, operator precedence also we will discuss, and then one activity I will show you. Okay. So let's start. So for that, to start working with the Excel, just go to the search box and just type Excel, and if you are getting, then from there you can have the Excel. And whatever the version you are using, see in this book it is written Excel 2016, but if you are using 2019 or any other version, it's absolutely fine. Whenever you will open Excel, you will get this interface. From this interface you just have to open blank file. So that is called blank workbook. The file in Excel is known as workbook. This is the first thing you should know about this thing. Okay, so let me double click this, and if you can see the interface of Excel. See, the very first thing about the Excel is it is an application software used for calculation, but it's not this is the very powerful software for the calculations, because you, by using Excel, you can write complicated formulas and many functions given in the Excel. It's not a simple calculator, it's not like a calculator. It's really a very intelligent software used for calculations, and it is a product of Microsoft company. That is, I think it's a Bill Gates company. Now let us start. So let us understand this interface. Okay, so the very first thing in this interface you are able to see, that is the title bar. So on the title bar you can have the application's name in which you are working, that is Excel it is written, and the name of the file also. Okay, so that is the default file name given by the Excel is book 1. So right now you are able to see book 1. Then after, there are multiple tabs are there. See these tabs, with the help of these tabs, whatever the options given, you can have all the options from, you can access all the options given in the Excel from these tabs. So the very common tab you are able to see, and every tab having one strip, that is called ribbon. Okay, and every ribbon having some groups. So as you can see, the home tab having one ribbon, and this ribbon is divided into multiple group, that is called clipboard, font, alignment, number, and so on. Okay, and as you can just click on some other tab, so you will see the different ribbon, and on that ribbon some different group. Okay, it depends what option you are using, what is your requirement. It depends on your requirement. You need not to rote learn these tools, these groups. As you will just start using Excel, okay, you just come to know each and every tool. It depends how importance you are giving to this application software. Okay, now let's start working, and then then after this ribbon, there is you are able to see this entity, that is called formula bar. Whatever you will type in this cell, this work area, that will come in this formula bar. Okay, and we will discuss more about this formula bar but later on. But abhi right now let me show you something. Let's suppose I'm typing hello. So you are able to see, as I'm typing some text in the cell, this is also coming in the formula bar also. Okay, now after that, just adjacent to this formula bar, there is a name box, what we call, that is called name box. So it is going to give you the cell name of the current cell in which right now you are. Right now it is written A1. So you are in A1, that is why in the name box you are able to see A1. Let me show some other, let me click on some other cell. See, this is D5, so you can see D5. Now let me click on G1. So right now you are able to see G1. Okay, after that there is a column heading, and column heading is always represented by the alphabet. Okay, and just and this is the vertical heading, you are able to see this is called as row heading. Okay, so this is in the form of numbers, and the column heading is always in the form of alphabets. Okay, now let us start working with the Excel. So the very first thing we are going to discuss is some data types. So the very first thing, whenever you type some text in Excel, let's suppose, let me write welcome. So this is called as label in Excel. Okay, and it's a very simple, there's no anything much to understand about the group of character is known as text, and that text is called label in Excel. Okay, after that, whenever you are typing some numeric value, that means I'm just typing 45. So let me zoom out this thing so that you are able to see this thing properly. Okay, 1 minute, let me enter, and then okay, now I think this is more visible to you. Up now, this is called value and this is called label. That's it for this utilities. Because see, up now the next topic which we are going to discuss is called formulas in Excel. So what we call formulas in Excel? So the formulas are expression used to perform some calculations in Excel. So how we can define the formula? So the expressions used for performing some calculations in Excel is known as formulas in Excel. Okay, so let us understand with the help of example. So just because to use formula, you just need to follow some rules. So let me explain you the rule one by one. So the very first rule, you just have to start formula with the equals to sign. It is mandatory. Okay, let me write somewhere else because I just need these cells later on. So let's suppose I am writing equals to 3 plus 9. So as I will press enter, I am able to see the output. So this is 3 plus 9 is 12. Is this clear? Now if I see, if you think that no ma'am, why we cannot start, see, let me tell you. So because this is a rule, so we have to follow. So as I will type 3 plus 9 without writing the equals to, without starting with the equals to sign, let me show you the result. After pressing the enter, you will see there is no change in the expression. So if you want to perform some calculations by using the formula, so you need to follow the rules. So the very first rule, I think it's clear, if the formula must begin with the equals to sign. Then the second rule, see, the formula can be the combination of cell reference, fixed value, that is called constant. In the book it is written constant, but you can say fixed value also, and the operators. Okay, so the first rule must begin with the equals to sign. Then it can be the blend of, it can be the mixture of cell reference or fixed value and the operator. Operator is mandatory because how can you solve any expression without the operator? Okay, so but what is the meaning of cell reference? Up now, maybe this is a new term for you. What is the meaning of cell reference? Up now, a very important thing. Let me write some value, that is 12, and here let me write 4. Up, if you want to add these two values, okay, you don't want to straight away write 12 and 4. I will explain you the purpose of this also. So I can write equals to then A1. Okay, wherever I will write the name of the cell address wherever the value is there, which I just want to use in my expression. Then the operator, whatever the operator you want to use, it's absolutely your choice. Okay, then now the second cell address. Up now you can see it's a very intelligent software. As you can see that the A1, it is referring the cell, whatever the cell it is referring, it is showing that referred cell with the same color. See, the A1 is with blue, and then it has referred the second value, that is A2, with the red. So you just have to a little bit careful whenever you are using, just see it is coming with the same color or not, so that you can make sure I am referring the correct cell. Okay, and what is the beauty of this, I will just explain you. Let me press enter. This is okay. You got the result, 12 plus 4 is 16. Up now I just want to make some changes into this. Okay, let's suppose whenever I will just make, let me write here 5. So you can see, as I will press enter, you can see the change in the result. So this is the purpose of using the cell reference. See, whenever you will use the cell reference and whenever later on you will make the changes in the particular cell which you have referred, see, it is going to reflect the answer. It is going to reflect in the answer also, in the output also. So this is the purpose of using the cell reference. Up now, it can be, I have just told you that it can be the mixture of both, blend of both. See, you can write A1 plus 6 also. So it is a mixture of cell reference plus fixed value or constant. So let me press enter. Now you can see the result. Okay. So it can be the blend of all, see, all constant can be there. In this case you have seen all constant. In this case you can see the cell. I will show you. See, it is not showing you. You can think of, okay, why ma'am it is saying expression I am not able to see. See, just look at the formula bar. See, in the formula bar always you can see the expression. Okay, but if you want to see the expression here only, so you just have to follow something. So follow some steps. So the very first, double click here, you will get the expression. One more way, just go to the particular cell which you want to open in the editing mode. So just press the F2. Then also you can get your expression. Again, whatever the changes you want to make, you can. Okay. This is, I think this much is clear about this thing. Up now, the next thing is that about the type of operator which we are going to discuss. Okay. So the type of operator given in the Excel is and there is a category. So let me tell you the category one by one. So I am writing. Okay. So the first category of operators. Operators are what? Operators are the symbols which is used to perform some calculations. Okay. So arithmetic operator. One more thing I will just explain you. See, you can see that many times I have seen students struggling with this. Ki ma'am, the content is not, whatever I am content writing, it is not coming in my same cell. So they are just giving the space in the, they are just leaving the cells. But no, it is not required. Whenever you just want to fit some text into the particular cell, go to the column heading and just double click on there. Okay, that's it. And it is going to the cell width, the column width is going to be whatever the text you have written. So this is very simple. Now the first operator is arithmetic operator. Now the second is comparison operator. Comparison operator. The third category is reference operator. Okay, reference operator. Now let us discuss one by one. So the first I am discussing arithmetic operator. So the plus, minus, then multiplication, division. Up it is not coming, so no problem. Let me show you. Then one more operator, that is called exponential operator. This is your exponential operator. Let us see one by one all the operators. You know, equals to 4 plus 5. This is addition. Now equals to 6 minus 3. That is your subtraction. Now 7 into 3, that is 21. Now equals to 5 divided by 2, that is called 2.5. And now let us understand the meaning of exponential operator. You can say this operator raised to the power. Okay, so raised to the power is what? See, whenever you just write, how you can write this thing. So let's suppose I have written equals to 3 exponential 2. So what is the meaning of this? So this is, you can read it as 3 raised to the power 2. So 3 raised to the power 2 means 2 times 3 and the product of all. So 3 into 3 is what? That is 9. Or let me explain one more time with one more example. That is 2 raised to the power 3. So 3 times 2, 3 into 3 into 3, that is 8. I think this much is clear. So this is all about your arithmetic operator. Let us understand the comparison operator. So let me explain you about something about the comparison operator. So the comparison operator are used to compare two values, and they always return you the output in the form of either true or false, nothing else. Okay, so the condition can be, if you want to check some condition, so for that you can use the comparison operator. So the first comparison operator is less than, then greater than less than equals to, then greater than equals to, then equals to, and after that not equals to. Okay, so let us check one by one all the operators. So let me write 5 is less than 6. Is this true? Yes, it's true. Again, one more, 7 is greater than 8. Is this true? No, it's false. So one more, 5 is less than equals to 7. So it's not equals to, it will check for two conditions. The condition is going to return you true in the case of if 5 is less than or equals to the next value, whatever the value it is comparing. So 5 is less than equals to 7 means it is not equals to 7 but it is less than, so it is going to return you true. Okay, so in the same manner you can check for the 6 is greater than equals to 4. So 6 is not equals to 4 but 6 is greater than. So again it is going to return you true. Now 6 is, you must have to start the expression with the equals to sign, so don't forget. So equals to 8, so it is going to return me false. So not equals to 6, 7 is not equals to 8, so it is true. Okay, so this is all about your comparison operator. Up now let me tell you the reference operator. I will not discuss a reference operator. In the upcoming videos I will explain you the reference operator, but yes, let me tell you the name of the operator. See, this is called colon. What we call colon. So what is the symbol? So this is colon, and the second we will use comma. So for this comma, see, this is the operator. So what is the purpose? In the functions, if we want to use the multiple cell range, okay, so for the cell range, regular cell values if I want, so for that I will use the colon, and if I want the multiple cells but not in the regular fashion, it can be the irregular fashion, so for that purpose I will use comma. Okay, in the later videos we will understand this. Okay, now just let us understand the operator precedence, which I have just written in my this agenda, that key after discussing the operators in Excel we will discuss the operator precedence. So for understanding the operator precedence, in this book, this is Trackpad, in this not written but in some other book I have seen, because it is following the rule are similar to the BODMAS but little bit different from the BODMAS, because in the BODMAS only the bracket of multiplication, division, addition, subtraction is given, but in the, because in Excel we are using more than that, more operators than we are using in the general mathematics, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and only the bracket sign. But here we are using the exponential operator also, percentage operator, and many other operators we are using, many reference operator we will see. So for that we are following other than BODMAS, that is called PEDMAS. Let me write PEDMAS, and I will give you the full form also. Okay, this is PEDMAS. So P for parenthesis, okay, that is bracket. Okay, so whenever in the expression bracket will come, you just have to solve the bracket first. So that is called parenthesis. And what is the symbol of parenthesis? I always explain this thing to my kids, कि always know the symbols by their name. So this is not round bracket beta, this is parenthesis. Okay. Now the second one is your percentage sign. This is your percentage sign. So this is the sign. So second priority you have to give to the percentage. In your book it is written on page number 21. If you want to refer you can, but I am telling you, don't worry, each and everything I will explain, don't worry. Okay. Now the third priority you will give to your exponential operator. That is this. You know, in my MCS we could just called it kappa in mathematics. I don't know it's correct or not. Now this is called exponential, raised to the power, used for, and then after the fourth precedence you will give multiplication and division. The equal precedence is given. Okay. Now the next is your plus and minus. This is the fifth priority given to the plus and minus. After that, the last priority, that is sixth priority, you will give the last, you will consider, that is all comparison operator. All comparison operator. Okay. All comparison operator. It can be less than equals to, greater than, and minimum, whatever we have discussed. See, all comparison operator. So this is, see PEDMAS, P for percentage and parenthesis and percentage, then E for exponential, then D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. And in the PEDMAS they have not mentioned the comparison, but actually in the precedence rule we discussed this operator also. Is this clear? Now as I have told you in the starting, we will do one activity also. So for discussing the activity, I will open one more sheet. This is one sheet. See, in this whenever we are working in Excel, see, we can open multiple sheets. It's just like you in the early age you have seen the mathematics notebook with blocks. So that notebook is called workbook in Excel, and in that one notebook multiple pages were there. So that is, pages are known as sheet in the Excel. Okay. So let me insert one more sheet. So to insert new sheet, just click on the plus sign. Okay. As I will press, so it will insert one new sheet, that is called sheet 2, and here we will just do one activity. Okay. So for that I will just create simple list of marks of some students. So let me give name, then some subject, let's suppose English, maths and science, and the total of, only I will just calculate the total. Let me zoom out this thing so that you are able to see. Then total. Okay. Now I will discuss some few students. Ria, then she got 67, then 78 and something. This. Okay. Now the next student is Ahmed. So this is random marks I am just putting. Okay, don't worry. Now the next is Tushar. So okay, this much mark. If I just want to calculate it, so for that, to calculate the total, so I will write the formula. Okay. So to calculate the total, so how to write the formula? I will just put equals to sign, the very first thing. Then I just want to add Ria's English, maths and science marks. So where is the first subject marks? That is English, in the B2. Just see carefully the cell address. So that is B2. I will tell you other methods also in some upcoming videos, but right now you just have to very carefully see the cell address and just write down. Just make a habit of writing the cell address, so that initial days you will, whenever you will just make a habit of writing, and then later on you will just see other methods also to refer the cells. And don't worry, I will explain each and everything of Excel to you one by one. Okay, gradually we will learn, don't worry. Then plus sign, then C2, then plus d2. Okay. Up now you have written. If you think that you are done, so just press enter and you are able to see the result. But try to understand at this topic, whatever I will just discussing now. We will discuss this topic in cell referencing. Okay, so in next video we will discuss, but abhi we will use that cell referencing. So for the other students, let's suppose you have written list of 10 students, 50 students, so you cannot write the formula again and again, although you can write, but it will take some time. So Excel is not Excel is going to give you a lot of facility, lot of features, so that you don't have to do the things again and again. So for that I will just click on this corner, and when the pointer will just convert into this simple plus, just look at there, this is 3D plus, this is for selection. Whenever this plus, this is four-sided arrow will come, this is for the move, it will move. Okay, you don't have to move. Okay, and this, whenever you will click on this corner, that is right bottommost corner, you will click, and if you will drag, you are able to see the total of all the students. Interesting now? So we will discuss this feature that is called cell referencing. This has been possible just because of the cell referencing. This is called as relative cell referencing. So we will discuss in the next topic, next class. Okay. So this activity, I will suggest ki at least this much of activity you do. Okay, and that's it for today's class, and we will meet in some in other classes for the see the same chapter we will discuss in next video. That's it for today, and if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and bye bye, have a nice day.